Let's welcome Kathy Holly and Spotlight.
Hello, everybody. Don't be afraid if I'm Cruella. Aha, but I'm not. And I started the show with a video because everybody, that's how I met this wonderful group, and you're going to meet them in just a moment. Let us start with the video. Roll it in, please, of the whole group tonight.
You steal a car and going to Las Vegas. Or gigolo, hanging down by the state line, turning holy water into wine. Drink it down, drink it down. Woo-hoo. Yeah, I'm on the bus on the psychedelic trip. I'm reading murdered books, trying to say, hey, I'm thinking of you when you're not there. So say a prayer. Say the
Well, there I was sauntering through Golden Gate Park, and I heard this wonderful music, and it was coming from a tunnel that was very close to the conservatory on JFK Drive. The name of the group is the Tunnel Bunch, and I want to introduce them. Here we are, Peter Sroka. How are you? And you were singing.
Yes, I'm good.
And Walt C., you were playing the guitar.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
And over here, Bo, you were playing the flute.
Yes, I
You're
was.
not a flautist.
Cruella. Yes.
Oh, please don't refer to me as Cruella. And anyway, this is the Tunnel Bunch. Peter, how did you get that name, the Tunnel Bunch?
Well, it was just a couple of months ago. Somebody approached us who was watching us and asked us what our name was, and we didn't have a name. So we asked for suggestions, and I think they listened to another song, and then they said, we've got one. It's the Tunnel Bunch, and it stuck.
It's great.
We kept it.
Well, now let's find out about all of you. Peter, where are you from originally?
Originally, I'm from New Jersey.
Really?
Uh-huh.
And when did you come out here?
I moved to Los Angeles first. After I lived in West Africa for 3 years, and then I moved to Los Angeles.
Really?
And then, I was in the Peace Corps. And then,
wonderful experience.
And then years ago, I met my husband, and he ended up getting a job in San Francisco, and I was ready to get out of LA. And so I said, I took the opportunity.
And here you are, and of course we have Golden Gate Park and a tunnel. Mm-hmm. But that's not the only place you sing, right?
Oh, no.
All right, tell everyone what you do.
I teach music with San Francisco Unified School District, and for the past 15 years I've been at the same 5 schools.
Really? What are they?
What are they? Carver Elementary, Cleveland Elementary, Bessie Carmichael Elementary, El Dorado Elementary, and Dolores Huerta Elementary.
My gosh, and how do you do that? What,
each day I have a different school.
And how many classes?
Well, for example, I was at Dolores Huerta this morning, and I did, normally I have 11 classes, but I did 9 today because Halloween festivities kind of interrupted a couple of the classes.
And so what grade level?
Pre-K through 5th.
Through 5th, oh, that's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
I think that's great. What kind of music do you teach? Because I taught classroom music.
Well, songs, and it depends on the situation. Like I do special things with different schools, and I write a lot of the music that I work with. So I write songs to teach different content areas. I was a classroom teacher for a lot of years, so I have a nice collection of some songs that I wrote during that time, and then I've written new songs since I've been with San Francisco.
That's right. And so when you taught, you were a classroom teacher for what grades?
I taught all the grade levels, kindergarten through 5th at some point.
Really?
Yeah.
Everything? All subjects?
All subjects, yeah.
Including
it was a
math?
self-contained classroom. Yeah.
So you have left brain?
Up to 5th grade.
I mean, that's fantastic. All right, just real briefly, I'm going to break away for one moment. I want to find out, Walt, where are you from? Walt C.
Originally from Australia and moved to the United States.
Where's the accent? I heard Australia.
No, long gone. So originally from there, and then ended up in San Francisco in the early 60s, late 50s, early 60s.
And have you been playing guitar all this time?
No. I started playing guitar when I was around 13 years old.
About 13. Well, now this is what I want to lead into Peter's story of how you met. I heard there's kind of a neat story here.
Well, I was a classroom teacher, and I was teaching 5th grade, and Walter came. Walter his son ended up being my student in 5th grade.
I wasn't your student. Just
No,
my
he
son.
wasn't my student.
Yeah.
But
Don't start
He
those rumors.
graduated.
Yeah,
I
and
graduated by then.
one day, one morning he came in. He said, "Timmy made me come to tell you that I didn't get my homework done because we were playing music at the house last night." And I said, "What kind of music do you play?" And as it turns out, that's when I started playing with Walter. And his kid now is how many years old?
30 years
30
old.
years old
Really
now.
aging us.
But we've been playing ever
Really?
since.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, that's great. And you know, when I first heard you in the tunnel, I don't know, it took me back to the 60s. Do you play a lot of 60s, 70s?
Some.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
60s.
and is that kind of your
80s too.
80s too?
We actually, I'd say that we cover a pretty wide gamut. We go all the way up to now. I mean, it's like what people want to hear, we try to learn.
Yeah, that's
So-
great. Well, I plan to have you, you know, where I work at some point at Vico Cavone with all three of you. And Bo, where are you from originally?
I was born in Reno, Nevada.
Reno.
Reno, where I saw a guy
I love
die. you
Reno.
know, watched him die in Reno. Well, actually, I was just 3 years old, and then I moved from Reno to South Lake Tahoe.
Oh, close
So
by.
this is so long ago when it was so pristine. It was such a great place to grow up. It's just unbelievable. I could have stories for the rest of the evening, but I won't. I
We'd
just
love
plain
to
won't.
hear those stories. But
And then we moved to Sacramento, and then I became 17 years old, and I hitchhiked up to Alaska and back, and I felt like I was the man of the road, you know, and I changed my name from Bob, because Robert Bob, to
Yes,
Bo,
to Bo.
because I was on a train, so I had this wonderful moment with God saying, I can change my name to Bo now because I'm a hobo on a train.
oh no, that's great. That's an old-fashioned word.
Bo.
Hobo.
Oh, hobo.
Hobo.
Sure.
It's like,
yeah.
I don't think anyone knows what that means out there in television land.
Because
All
nowadays
you
there
young
aren't
people.
any, because there's
No.
gangs that are killing them, and it's crazy to be on a train nowadays. You know.
That's right. That's really true. But
Especially-
how did you end up playing the flute?
You know, my sister was going to college in Davis, and we were living in
Yes.
Sacramento. And I went to visit my sister, Kathy, and her boyfriend played the flute and had his flute there. And I was impressed with his ability on the flute, and I liked the flute, I guess. It was just a kind of a thing. He taught me how to get a sound out of the flute.
Great.
And from then on, I asked my mom for Christmas, can I have a flute? I want a flute for Christmas. And Christmas morning, there was a flute under the tree. So I was like,
Wonderful
oh my
gift.
God, so excited. She said, yeah, it's yours for a month. Because this is a rental.
Oh.
And I can't afford the whole flute, but so if you have it for a month, and you
Yeah.
decide whether
And if
you want to
you like it.
continue the rental. And so she was brilliant, and I thought she was cheap. But turned out that's probably why I'm still playing the flute, because that first month I
Yes.
didn't just let it hang out. And,
Good, you used it,
And then I
and you really
decided
loved
to,
it.
and I actually bought that flute, and I just kept getting more and more into it.
So how in the world did you get to be part of this group? I want to know what happened then. Did you go to the
In the
tunnel?
tunnel.
We met in the tunnel.
So you walked like I did, saying,
Same
wonder
thing.
where that music is coming from.
Actually, Bo was playing there.
Bo
one
was
day,
playing,
and
yeah.
We
Oh,
came
you
down
were-
to play, and we listened to him for a while.
And you were there.
Wow.
And so
He
you
was
just
playing.
fit in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because-
And I
he's
invited you guys.
He invited
He's
us
an
to.
outstanding player, so we're
Well,
standing around
you know
going
what?
like, wow, look at this
Enough
guy
of
play.
this talk. We have to have you perform here.
Yeah.
Live. Would you ever do a song tonight?
Sure.
Oh, great. All right. What's it going to be, everybody?
Pink Cadillac.
Yes.
Great song.
A Bruce Springsteen song.
A great
Wow.
song.
You know, I'm from New Jersey.
That's right, Bruce Springsteen.
And it was later recorded by Natalie Cole.
That's right. And I used to sing it with my band.
Did you?
I might just chime in with,
Yeah.
that little hook.
Excellent.
Just a hook. Okay, take it away. Are you going to stand when you sing? I hope. Good. The Tunnel Bunch. Pink Cadillac.
Well, yeah, you may think I'm foolish for the foolish things I do. You may wonder how come I love you when you get on my nerves like you do. Well, baby, you know you bug me. There ain't no secret about that. Well, come on over here and hug me. And baby, I spill the facts. Honey, I don't love you for your money. Cause baby, I got plenty of that. I love you for your pink Cadillac, crushed velvet seats, riding in the back, oozing down the street, waving to the boys, feeling out of sight, spending all my money on a Saturday night. Honey, I just wonder what you do there in the back of your pink Cadillac, pink Cadillac. Well, now way back in the Bible, temptation's always coming along. There's always been somebody tempting you, doing what they know is wrong. Well, they tempt you, man, with silver, and they tempt you, sir, with gold, and they tempt you with the pleasure that the flesh does surely hold. Eve tempted Adam with an apple. Man, I ain't going for that. I'm going for some pink Cadillac, crushed velvet seats, riding in the back, oozing down the street, waving to the boys, feeling out of sight, spending all my money on a Saturday night. Honey, I just wonder what you do there in the back of your pink Cadillac, pink Cadillac.
Oh, yeah, I love it. Cruella loves it, darling. That was really fantastic. I know that the doggies loved it. You were terrific. I think that song is really great. All right, now we're going to segue, though, into some of the educator half of your life, Peter, because I picked up this little video watching YouTube, and you have a channel, and I know there's loads of videos. But what I loved about this was you took one of the subjects and some words, and you introduced it, and it's at the beginning of a school year.
Yeah, it's
Right.
back to school season.
Back to school. But it's so clever. So let's show that footage. I just think it's very clever.
Thank you.
And it's teaching.
Hello, everybody. It's so good to see you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mr. Peter, and I'm a music teacher in San Francisco. And I am here with you now because it's that time of year again. It's back to school season, and that's the reason we're singing. We are singing. It's back to school season, and that's the reason we're dancing. We are dancing. It's back to school season, and that's the reason we're reading and writing. It's back to school season, and that's the reason we're here. We are here. What's up, teachers? It's great to see ya. Hey there, friends. It's been a long time. Now look at me and say, good day, Mr. Peter. That's it. We are ready for learning. Good. Hello, my students. It's time to rhyme. So when I say a word like cat, you don't say the word cat. You say a word that sounds like cat, like hat, sat, that, rat, night, sight, light, gold, told, fold, dream, team, beam, bird.
I'm impressed. You are a great teacher. I wish I knew how to do that when I was teaching music. That's so clever. Do you do that every time your school year begins?
This song always comes back. I recycle them.
You recycle them.
I mean, I do write new songs occasionally, but yeah, I've built a repertoire of different songs for different parts of the year.
That is just amazing. I mean,
different
and
subjects.
the students, you probably do enjoy teaching.
I love teaching.
That's great.
Yeah.
And you know what's so interesting? You ride a bicycle to work.
I do.
Is that right? So that's so great.
Yeah,
Peter.
I don't have a car. I haven't had a car for about, I don't know, maybe 16 years I haven't had a car. And I get
boy.
around on the bicycle.
Even when it rains.
Yeah.
Even when it's pouring.
Yeah, I get wet.
That's
I
fantastic.
dry out by the end of the day.
So now, are you getting ready to do a Christmas show in all your schools? Or no, holiday show? You can't do Christmas, but holiday.
Yeah, different ones are going to have special events. Like we just did a Latinx history assembly for one of my schools, and I've got one of my schools, the fifth graders perform in front of a Christmas carol for the student matinee. So they get to come see the show, but they also get to stand up on that ACT stage. And
they're with ACT when they do this.
Yeah. We go. I take the kids to perform at ACT. It's something I set up with the education director years ago.
Fabulous for them. Don't you think? I don't know. Have you fellas ever experienced acting when you were in school? Have you?
Yeah.
I think I can see it with your performance because that's when you're a child. I think expressing yourself through acting and drama is great.
Yeah.
You know, it's really terrific. Did you ever do that, Walt?
No.
No?
No.
You mean you had to be quiet?
Well,
You were shy.
I don't know. I just was never around it. And then when Peter and I started playing music, that's when
Kind
started
of
to
opened
perform.
up another door.
Yeah.
I agree. I think when you're exposed to one art. What about you, Bo?
Not too much acting,
No.
and not too much of social stuff in school at all. I was more of a kind of a naturalist. Back in the day, this is back in the day. I'm old enough to remember when there was actually lizards and snakes and stuff in the fields, and I don't know if
Where were
we've
you
all
with the
noticed,
fields
but
now?
lately they're dying out. They're not there.
That's because you were living in Tahoe, right?
Tahoe was amazing.
You
Absolutely.
would see all these
I'd
natural
be swimming
critters.
in Tahoe and look down and see the sand, the white sand at the bottom.
How
And I would
beautiful.
go, well, I'm going to go touch it.
Yeah.
And I would dive, and I would dive, and I would swim, and it would get colder and colder and colder. Never came close to the sand. It
Did
was
you ever
so
see
deep.
any bears?
Oh, yeah. They were like in the neighborhood. We had a
That would scare
porcupine
me
up
to
in our
death.
tree
Oh.
who smelled so musty and left us wonderful little trinkets of quills. Amazing.
They really do have quills.
They do.
And if you scare them, they'll shoot quills.
Well, they don't
right?
shoot them, but you wouldn't want to get too close to one.
Yeah,
because
that's
they
what I
will-
was
yeah.
kind of thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, you did live the natural life.
Correct.
But you were in the Peace Corps. So you also experienced a different style.
Oh yeah,
Of
it was
living.
very different.
And were
I
you
bathed
pla-
in a river for 2 years.
Oh, bathed
And,
in a river.
yeah.
So you were a survivalist, really.
It was wonderful. Yeah, there was no electricity or running water where I was it was so beautiful.
Well, were you singing then and doing music?
Yeah, I was singing. Yeah, I brought a little keyboard with me, and
That's what I was going to ask you. When you did that song we just heard,
Yeah.
were you playing keyboard?
I was playing keyboard at the same time.
So
yeah.
you'd also play an instrument.
Yeah.
And is it keyboard?
Piano, yeah, mostly, and I play some guitar because I do a mariachi with some of my schools.
Oh,
So,
you're
yeah.
kidding. Oh, mariachi. I just got back from Mexico.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear you do mariachi.
Oh, my God. Me
I
too.
mean, I'd love that. Wouldn't that be fun? That would be great. Well, we have to have a song fest or something. And trade, yeah. Now, how about you do another performance? Would that be good tonight? Can you
Yeah,
do
sure.
that,
Yeah.
everybody? All right, this is great. Yeah, I know you're chomping at the bit. You want to perform. You want to perform.
This one will be
This
a little
is
bit longer.
the best part. Oh, yeah, what are you going to sing?
It's by the Police. It's called Wrapped Around My Finger.
Wrapped around my finger. Okay. I hate to tell you I don't know it, but that's great.
You consider me a young apprentice caught between the skyline and cherries, hypnotized by you. If I should linger, staring at the ring around my finger, I have only come here seeking knowledge, things they would not teach me off in college. I have seen the destiny you saw turn into a shining band of gold. And I'll be wrapped around your finger. I'll be wrapped around your finger. Whoa, whoa. Mephistopheles is not your name, but I know what you're up to just the same. I will listen hard to your tuition, and you will see it come to its fruition. And I'll be wrapped around your finger. I'll be wrapped around your finger. Whoa, whoa. Devil and the deep blue sea behind me, staring at the end, you'll never find me. I will turn your face to alabaster, then you will find your servant is your master. Whoa, and you'll be wrapped around my finger. You'll be wrapped around my finger. Whoa, whoa.
Bravo, bravo. I can hear the screaming and yelling in the audience right now. That is so great.
Thank you.
You know, I think maybe it's time to record something. You know, that would be great for the Tunnel Bunch, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, that is a perfect, a video at least. I took that little video. I have to ask you now, do you have to have a permit to do that?
Yes.
And you do?
Just recently
how did
started to happen.
Oh, it recently started?
Yeah. I think this year it started.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you had to go down to City Hall to get it?
Yeah.
Walter took care of that.
Yeah.
Walter.
Yeah.
I think
Thanks,
it's
Walter.
I want to get, thank you. Well, you know, there are very few places like there used to be for performing,
Yeah.
right? You know, I mean, I used to work 5 nights a week, 6 nights a week in this business.
It actually is I like the system. Some people don't, but I like it because it organizes it and it gives us the ability to plan. And actually, you know,
yes.
in the last few months, we got to play a lot more because we
You had the
could
permit.
reserve the tunnel and, you know, it was ours. And,
I think it's
and-
wonderful.
And there's plenty of space available. So anyone who's listening, it's like, well, it must be tough to get. No, it's not.
Well, we'll
There's
talk
I
after
shouldn't
the
say
show
that.
tonight because I'm thinking it would be fun to do something in the band shell. That might be a little different, but we'll talk about that. That's
Yeah,
sort of.
yeah.
But you guys are wonderful, the Tunnel Bunch, and I want everybody to know out there that I just discovered the Tunnel Bunch by walking through Golden Gate Park, and you can see the Tunnel Bunch too. Mostly Friday afternoons. Is it steady or no?
Bo does something
Well,
Friday. You should say what you
actually,
do.
I do play with a jazz band.
That's what you told me.
Yeah, Friday.
Well, I'll
and
have to
it's
come
like
over
11
and
a.m. to
check it
about
out.
3, and everyone's invited.
Well, that's great. See,
it-
everyone's
great
invited.
jazz
Okay,
band.
you know what? It's time to say goodbye. I don't know where the time goes. I want to thank all of you for being on the show. Walter, Peter, thank you so much.
Thanks
And
for
Bo.
having us.
Thank you,
And
Kathy.
thank you for
let's
having
wave
us.
goodbye. Which camera? Here we go. Happy Halloween, darlings. Oh, please find me some puppies. Thank you. Gracias. See you next time. Okay, I'm putting on my Cruella glasses. Oh, I understand. It's so hard to be Cruella. Only once a year.
What a great actor.
Hey mambo, mambo Italiano. Hey mambo, mambo Italiano. Go, 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 you mixed up Siciliano. Hung your Genovese to the mambo like a crazy with a hey mambo. Don't want a tarantella, hey mambo. No more a mozzarella, hey mambo. Mambo Italiano. Try an enchilada with the fish bacalava. Then a hey Pumba. I love how you dance a rumba. Take some advice